Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Let's get started.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara, Oscar Santana, and Rob Spiewak. Now, here's Mike.
That was the sounds of the seasons.
Yeah,
as
tis
far
the
as
season,
I'm
Mike.
concerned.
Well, I thought I muted myself.
Well, you did.
Did Mac unmute me?
I have to
No,
say
that was
this.
you.
Wait, so if I mute myself now, you guys can still hear me.
Yes.
Oh, this board isn't connected. Thank you.
Welcome to the Mike O'Mara Show. It is Tuesday, and we are here, and we are. You know, when I hear you blow your nose, I want to make sure that you're not dealing with any kind of death grip, because I am reading. Because I am under the weather and have been for the last 3 to 4 days, actually.
Yes.
I am reading
Have
a
you
lot of weird
tested?
stuff. What's that?
Have you tested?
No, because I'm not going to test unless I spike a fever, and I haven't spiked a fever.
I
And
think
it's
the
been,
new
by the way,
variant. I think the new variant doesn't require a fever.
that's not true.
I have
think-
never heard that.
I heard that somewhere.
You've never
But-
heard. You've never heard.
I've
that
never
the
heard
new
that,
variant.
but I mean, I don't know what Rob. He might know more because of his
I'm reading
wife in
upper
school.
respiratory crap. This is
All
not.
right. All right.
I
I'm
don't want to get
feeling-
into variants. This is garbage. Look, talk to your doctors.
I'm
Figure it
feeling
out.
too good to have anything heavy duty. I just don't think
Okay.
I am. And it's
Get vaccinated. Be responsible. Mind your
I'm
person.
recently vaccinated, but I'm
Goodbye.
not.
Yes.
I'm not flu vaccinated, and I'm not RSV vaccinated because I went in and they said,
Shame,
"Wait a week."
shame.
Yeah,
Shame,
know your
shame.
name. Know your
They
name.
said,
Oh, man.
They said, "Wait a week," and then now I can't do anything because I just couldn't make it on time. But listen,
I get the
it's-
flu vaccine every week.
that's good. That's good for you. I'm I thought that number one on the hit parade should be the COVID, right?
Yeah.
That's the one that can put you in the hospital.
But Mike, it's like I don't know. I liken it to when you're, going through college and they're like, "Hey,
menopause.
we've got one for herpes. We've got one for the clap. We've got one for gonorrhea."
It's weird
the
you
herpes.
mention that.
Herpes
That will
is the big one. I'm going to go ahead and block that guy, but I'll take the rest.
That'll
Like
be
that's your
in-
dealer's choice.
That will be in the roundtable today. That's the subject of sexually transmitted diseases in the roundtable today.
If you can avoid it, do your part.
yeah.
Mike, I got.
Unpleasant. Hold on, Rob. Let me answer.
Yeah.
I was, I believe that I was challenged there as far as my
Yeah,
medical
you said
care.
I'm okay with herpes, but you're into gonorrhea and the clap. You're open to that. Those
I
are-
am
Loves
doctor.
the
I am
gonorrhea, yeah.
I am currently doctorless, so I am currently without a personal
Do you
physician.
know that I am doctorless and I just went to CVS like every other rando in America and they just boop, 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 done.
See, Walgreens is where I got my
Yes.
COVID shot, and Walgreens is where I will go back when I'm done with this to get the other two that I have to get. I'm
Why
not
did
sure
they
if I
tell
can
you
get
to
them at the
split
same
them up?
time.
Because I got them all at the same time.
Yeah, I got flu
well-
and COVID at the same time.
All right. I will tell you this. I was told by the lady who doesn't appear to have any real medical training at the Walgreens that it probably – my question was, should I wait between the vaccines? And she said between COVID and the flu RSV, not between the flu RSV. So I believe I can get the flu and RSV at the same time. But
gotcha.
the RSV – I look. I don't want to alarm our listening audience, but the RSV might have taken hold already.
Oh,
I'm here. No, I'm relying on the Vicks family of products to get me through as usual. And I have a question about this. I know you two have used the NyQuil products before.
Yes.
Yeah.
And my question is, Carla brought home the regular NyQuil for a cold. And then there is NyQuil Severe. And I took the regular NyQuil, and in my opinion, it gives me the sleepies better than the cold and flu did.
Of course.
I go off
100%.
Okay.
100%.
Do
The
you
regular
find it-
NyQuil is more effective in making you sleepy than the extreme cold and flu stuff.
Do you find yourself at the regular NyQuil waking up like at 3 a.m.?
Perhaps, yes.
Like you've been drinking, yeah.
Well, no,
Perhaps,
that's
yes.
because it wears off. But yeah, it is very. I'm not allowed to take it anymore, which is sad because it taxes your liver a little bit.
Oh, okay, because you can't have that that kind of stuff there.
Yeah.
But
And a point of order, Oscar, I just had to look this up to confirm. Gonorrhea and the clap are the same thing.
They are?
Yes.
well,
man.
hold those thoughts about the STIs because I have to. I have a lot to share, and I'll be welcoming opinions on that later on in the broadcast.
In September, an FDA panel, I guess, yeah, I remember seeing this, that NyQuil and some of these decongestants, they actually don't work.
Oh, I remember that. But NyQuil does make you sleep. You can't.
It does make you sleepy, but it
I will
doesn't.
tell you
that,
this:
yeah.
I believe that I take the products for, the nighttime so you can rest medicine.
Sniffling,
Got it.
sneezing, coughing.
So that's
you
the
can
only thing,
rest
because
medicine.
it does knock me out sometimes.
Yeah.
Not all the time, but it knocks me out some of the time. But I remember that when they came out, like everything
In
right?
September.
Sudafed,
I remember Sudafed by name.
Cyanide,
Yeah.
all that crap.
Just
It's
for meth heads.
It's a myth.
Yeah.
So it's the drug
The
that
placebo
affects
effect.
you.
Yeah.
So,
You think you're helping yourself.
But listen, there's a shining lining to this that I'd like to share. All right,
Please.
I don't normally do, and then I'll get to the whole doctor thing with me.
Okay.
Right now, the way I sound today, I am telling you folks, what you've got here right now. You want to talk about The Voice, the guys that do movie trailers? You've got me in a very short window where I have that for you. And I'm here to tell you that if you need any product sold during this particular time, listen to this. All right?
Can you
In
say,
a world. Yes.
in a world, that's a given, and
I
that's a
got to turn it up
classic.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Junior.
Can you
In a
do
world. Yes.
the classic, and Rob, you might have the tape,
yeah.
and it had something to do with shear. It was like a very,
Well, you say sheer, the first thing I'll give you the first thing that pops into my
I don't
head
remember.
in this
Yeah.
voice.
Yes.
Sheer panties.
Oh, no. No.
We could play word association with Billy Big Voice.
Yeah.
Rob, do you have
there's-
a word association that I could do?
Yeah. How about...
No, I don't want music. I don't want
No,
music for this.
I think there's actually an ad or a
Are you
trailer
referring
that
like
says,
the old, females for hire guy?
I don't know, I'm asking
You're
you.
playing with
It's your vault.
fire with females for hire.
Al Adamson.
Al
Let me see what I have.
Adamson.
Let me see if I have it.
Well,
I know Ed Sheeran.
No,
Ed
it's very
Sheeran
different
does
than
not have
that.
a voice like this. Ed Sheeran sounds like someone is squeezing one of his testicles.
All right, word association. I have one
Yeah.
for you.
Okay, go ahead.
Big sister.
Hell, you are
Big sister. What is that?
You know, you
Gross. Yuck.
No, it
you
doesn't have to be sexual. I'm doing a
Well,
psychology
how is it?
thing.
You know, my God,
A
right?
psychology thing. Family relationship.
Now, if you wanted to be sexual, it would be, at least from the products that I see, it would be stepsister, dad,
Because nobody
or
wants
stepmother.
birth defects.
What? That's nothing. Stepmother.
Because if you sleep with your sister,
I
then you get birth
understand,
defects.
but
Oh, I'm
still.
sorry. I just wanted to
Yeah,
do
Show of
Not
hands.
okay.
How many people have watched a stepmom video?
Everyone.
Sure.
America is collectively raising their hands.
Yes.
Your father's out. Your father's out as always. Hi, Mom. Look at you. Anyway,
Look
that's
at
terrible.
you. Indeed.
His ED's acting up again. Come over here.
All right, Oscar, do you have a word association for Billy Big Voice?
I like sheer.
That was a good one.
Hey, Mac, you got one?
I don't.
Well, here's a word that you could use.
I don't.
I'll give you words that are great to say with Billy Big Voice.
Charlie
Okay?
Sheeran.
Moist.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, gross. You say, oh, yes?
I don't mind moist.
You creep.
Malleable. Here's a good one. This is not sexy or anything.
Okay.
Inferno.
That is a
How
good
about
one.
medulla oblongata?
He saved it.
Medulla oblongata. Oh, by the way, all right, I got to dive into it because we were talking about deep dives into the internet.
All right.
So I believe I've said this before. Angry Karens have been around long before they were captured on video. The thing about Karens now is that they're everywhere. In every neighborhood, you've got people that are. Oh, by the way, I have to throw this in because I hate to digress, but I'm sorry, I'm medicated, so allow me to digress just a little bit. Yesterday, walking out of the front door, a direct eye contact hello to the neighbor across the street.
Oh, the neighbor. That one.
And then I immediately looked to my left, so I am not even sure whether I got a response or not, but it was there, and it was a minor effort to, I'm tired of it. I don't like the game. I don't want to play the game anymore.
You're bringing the joy.
Yeah.
I just don't want to play the game
You're
anymore.
bringing your own sunshine to Florida.
But I just don't want to deal with it. I'd rather be civil. There's no point in seeing someone who literally lives very close to you and not doing that. So that was my way. And I plan to do it all the time now. I plan to wave and I plan to greet. That's it. Time has passed. Time is promised to no one. And rock and roll.
What you should do is, while your voice is low, wave and yell the word moist.
Moisture.
To your neighbor.
I see you have
Rob's
your
favorite.
garden shears.
I'll give Rob his favorite. The moon is made of cheese.
Always has to do with food.
So
no, that was when he was
I
narrating
know when
the
that was
video.
from, yes.
Okay.
So this another thing I talk about all the time. By the way, I didn't have the courage. That's the reason I did it. Rob, I think I got an insight into your unwillingness sometimes to call people to be guests on the show. I didn't want to. I just didn't want to go through the exercise. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try again today, hunting down the doctor who cracks the hot women's backs.
Yes.
Great response online.
Yes.
Both positive and negative.
Yeah, I got the negatives made me laugh out loud. The negatives that said that they were
Negatives
listening
were
to that
positives.
sound.
Yeah.
They were beautiful. So the other things that are surfacing now, and look, don't ask me how it works. I don't know why the tube of you will reach out to me and say, hey, Mike, you're going to like this. But one is Karens that confront there are guys that go around and videotape themselves going to either elderly people's homes or vacant homes that need lawn care and landscaping care and cleaning them up. And some of them
I
are
watch
just...
these. I watch
what's
them.
that? Yeah,
I
you've
watch
seen
them.
what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Like they'll go to basically an unkept yard.
Right.
That's probably bringing down all the property values, and they don't do it because they want to, fix the neighborhood. They want to do because they clearly somebody's in need in the neighborhood, and they're like, "Hey, let me fix this up for you. I'll do it for free.
Yep.
We're good." And
So it's
sometimes
just
a neighbor calls. Sometimes a neighbor calls
for
because
them.
they've seen the videos of the guys that do this for free.
and
So
there's
it's
a
essentially
rejuvenation.
a benevolent gesture. It's not anything that.
But Rob, it's that guy. He must fine. He could be. He's got a first class ticket to heaven.
Right.
I don't care about that. I care, and I hope Mike, you feel the same way. I care about seeing someone's driveway double because they let overgrowth get to it.
Yeah, and it can be a variety of reasons. The house that this particular video I was watching, the guy knocked on the door and no one's home. But this is the thing that astonishes me. And this is why I clicked on it and why I watched it. This guy takes his little son, and they are doing a deep dive in this yard. They are excavating this yard from weeds. And, this is something, if your yard is overgrown and you're looking at it, it's amazing how little it really takes to free up a property and make it look at least presentable. And they're going, and those weed whackers, a great weed whacker is probably the best yard tool you will ever had. And most of them are crap. But a good one,
You got to get gas powered.
Gas powered, you got to get gas powered. A good one that works is fantastic.
Also dangerous.
They're very dangerous. They can take a toe off.
You better use goggles.
Don't be wearing your Chuck Taylors when you're doing that yard work. Okay,
no.
You'll lose a digit. It's going to happen.
You walk
that
crooked
way.
for the rest of your life.
Then who wants you to cut their
hobble.
Hey, hobble. Oh, I can do him too. Yeah, yes sir. Yeah. Hobble little bit about a day. Yes sir. Hey, it's the Grease Man Show. So I'm always disappointed he's not more online. Is that fair to say? I'm disappointed he's not more of a presence online. I'd like to see him more online.
I bet he does a post now that the holidays are here.
I saw one Maybe
does
we'll
them
get
in his
different feeds.
kitchen, like,
Yeah, I saw, like, a cameo.
Yeah,
from
I
him.
think he's living his best life.
I saw a
I'm
cameo.
sure he's living his
Yeah,
best life.
like
You know,
he always talks about either being on the boat or being in his house or somewhere else.
Yeah, I
I'm
remember
like,
one
all right.
where he was flouting how much he loved his suspenders.
Yes.
Liked that.
Yeah. So this guy finishes doing all the weed whacking, and it really looks like, the property's in rough shape.
Right.
So it's got a little tiny street level deck that's out there that's just looking rotted and stuff. But he's gotten rid of all the crap around the house. Then he's got his stand up behind riding mower. Which is really the industrial style mower,
Yes.
the one that you stand behind and it goes all over. And he's taking care of the yard. Suddenly, this bird from a few streets down, and she's not an older woman, she's a younger woman. She comes walking up, and out of the blue, he shuts off the mower, and she says, and I quote, "What the F are you doing?" Like out of the blue.
Huh.
And starts giving this guy crap. And then I watched another so she's giving him crap. And said the neighbors called me, said they need some help. There was nobody home. She said they've got a lawnmower in their yard. They can do their yard. The guy is just absolutely gobsmacked, doesn't really know how to answer her. He's not confronting her. And he steers it into such a way, I do this for people if they need help. She says, well, nobody's cutting my yard. So where's your house? And she says, just down there. And he actually goes, this guy's such a decent human being.
Yes.
He goes down the street to this Karen's house and comes back. And then when he comes back, he said, I'll have to think about it. Because apparently she's just a little wackadoodle that
Sure.
She's doing this. And then these Hispanic guys are traveling into this neighborhood where they don't go on the private property, but they go on the sidewalk level. It is ridiculously overgrown.
Yeah.
And they start doing all
Whacking
the
'em on.
excavating there.
Yeah.
A guy drives up, a Hispanic guy drives up, and he starts giving him crap.
Yeah.
He said, because the guy translates. He comes over.
Yeah.
He said he doesn't like the work we do. And he said, you're not. And so what is it that compels people when someone is out there doing nothing but improving a property? What is wrong with people?
Well, there's
I have-
a process to everything, Mike. Because
I have one
as an
question.
HOA member, as a former HOA member, I used
Yes.
to. But I also didn't. I didn't like people coming into that were non-sanctioned. What is it?
Non-sanctioned workers?
Contractors or
Well, that's
people that
different.
weren't supposed to be working on the property. And by saying I didn't like it, I didn't care about it. But I would get emails from people like, "Hey, there's somebody that's not on the list of sanctioned plumbers or electricians in the building." This one I lived in the condo, and I'd say, "So," and they'd be like, "Well, aren't we just supposed to call these people on the list?" They said, "You can call whoever you'd like. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares?"
Well, okay, if you're
As long as
and
it's
you're in a
safe.
high-rise condo,
Yeah.
which is
No.
different than having a standalone residence, my question would be, were the restrictions based on they wanted plumbing
Technically.
people out there that knew the building and wouldn't, because you can screw up 6A by messing up 7A.
So true.
Right?
But you
Very
know what,
true.
Mike? I said to them, talk to the president.
I thought you were the president.
I was, and then I stepped down because I said, you guys have too much time on your hands to be talking about Amazon package drop-off spots and how to move them in the building. I'm good.
I was a
And I
president
hate-
of a homeowners association.
Yes.
For a
I
while.
hate to be this guy, but I got to ask. This lawn mowing video saga.
There are two of them.
Okay, but the one that we talked about with the Karen that
Yes.
came up. Who was taping it?
Oh, you're suspect. I smell it.
I think there might have been a third party, but it looked to me like it was a stationary camera that he uses, because it looked to me like it was just him and his son. Had a pickup with a trailer that had
All right.
a lawnmower on the back of it, and it looked to me like it was a stationary camera, because they do a lot of the fast cutting where
Yeah.
they do the same area and they go back and forth and back and forth.
Are they secret Goodwill angels? And I'm sorry to cut you off, Rob, but
That's all right.
maybe we're on the same page. That they're just actually like they are unscrupulous stump removers. You know how the stump guys drive around like, I'll remove that stump for $3,000. You're like, I think
No.
drilling costs $500.
There's nobody in the house. They were called
Okay.
by the neighbors to help people out. They know.
Why don't the neighbors help is my question. Why don't they get out there and whack that place down?
They're busy.
Well, because the neighbors probably don't want to pony up the dough.
Got it.
For somebody else's yard, which I can certainly understand. But this guy's doing it. So what was your point, Rob? I don't understand.
I think that because what we do is we leave this video feeling that this guy is a hero. And even when he is approached by the crazy neighbor, he still stays above it and remains a hero. I'm just saying, if it looked a little too convenient, it could have been a setup by the lawnmower to make him look great.
Unless he has at least, I'm going to give it 26 videos of him doing people's yards for free.
Okay, there you go. That's good. That's
Is that a nice, hey,
round
this guy's
number?
not a fraud?
Yeah.
Well, that's fine, but I also believe that
People suck.
Much like radio contest callers.
Yeah.
You learn that in the radio game early on to trust no one because there's just so much BS out there. And
especially if they say they got like a double D rack and an amazing tuchus, because when you show up for that blind date, it's never going to be the same.
That was not the case of this particular lady that approached him. She had a big tuchus, but it was not the tuchus that I would describe.
Not your
it's certainly
style
not the
tuchus?
tuchuses you see in the chiropractor videos that we were talking about yesterday.
You like a nice sporty compact tuchus.
I like a fitness tuchus. Is
Well,
what I enjoy.
no, let's keep it in the car genre, like a sporty compact.
Mm-hmm.
I like a tuchus that is
Like you don't want a Prius, but you would love a nicely equipped Miata.
I don't know. I think you would like a Miata. I would be more interested in a Jaguar XK.
No. I've actually changed the way I look at, like, I guess your tastes evolve.
Yeah.
I'm more into Sprinter vans now.
Wow.
Sprinter vans from the man
Mercedes.
from
Sprinter
the
vans.
man who
Yes.
back in the day was the the bucket man, if we remember.
I want modified Sprinter vans, not natural Sprinter vans.
Modified
Yes.
Sprinter vans. Oh, the
Well,
mods that you were talking about before.
I know
Yes,
this, Mike.
yes.
I like big cars, and I cannot lie.
That's true. So anyway,
What kind of cars are you into, Mac?
Very safe and eco-friendly cars.
there you go. Attaboy. Way to go.
Be
Way to
dating
get
a
laid
vegan
with that.
for the rest of his life.
All right, that's fantastic. Yeah, they're knocking your door down right now. Said, hey, that guy is Mr. Excitement
He craves action.
right now.
Yeah, that's right.
Now.
What is it about
Safe-
that room?
Safe and eco-friendly. Yes, sirree. That is just get ready for the orgy at Mac's house with safe and eco-friendly. That's marvelous. I have this bulletin for all you young guys craving the wonderful supercars or expensive cars, as I saw yesterday. Unfortunately, most of society has to wait until they get gray hair to really afford those type of vehicles. And then when you see people in those vehicles, you just look over and down in Naples, Florida. During
I can only
season,
imagine. It's like
you
car
drive
season.
around. It's great. I love it. I love seeing fun cars. But it's I have not seen. Well, no, that's not true. I've seen certain young guys that have what would be described as a supercar. I've seen certain young guys in a supercar, but mostly.
What would
it's
you
the,
define
gray
as a
beard.
supercar? Thumbnail
A
it for me.
supercar would be a McLaren, a Ferrari.
yeah.
No,
Okay, very
Ferrari's not a supercar. Some of them are, but like a McLaren,
I still like a Ferrari California is probably your entry level Ferrari of the modern era.
and that would be. You know what? You can call it in my world.
That's
that
like
would be a
if,
supercar.
I think if you want to get a Ferrari California T, it's the model up from the California. It's got
Right.
a different type of hood. That starts at 130, if I'm not mistaken.
and it's
low end used, right?
It's amazing. I mean, it's
we'd all give a. I mean, I would give a testicle. I'd lose one for that.
Oh,
That'd be
I
fun.
would right now. Yeah, I
Right?
don't need them anymore,
Yeah.
so I would absolutely.
I don't need
I would
As a matter of
absolutely
fact.
not. I will not be fathering any more children in my lifetime. So, yeah, bring the testicle remover over here with the car and his scalpel.
If you are interested, as a matter
I'd
of
have
fact.
it done in the back of the, in that tiny little area you can't even fit in back there
Rob,
as a back
more,
seat.
two more cars just briefly. So,
Okay.
A Mercedes AMG GT,
Okay.
beautiful.
Yeah.
And then
That is not a supercar, though.
well, I would actually. It depends on which one you have. So if you have a GTR, they start at $250,000, and that is the F1 pace car.
Would you say
is
that
a supercar?
the base price for a supercar
But you
is
can
what,
get an
like
AMG
125, 125,000?
Probably.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
But a used one, not entry. Entry into a supercar, you're in the 170s for the
okay.
base model.
Because then I just missed it.
Hey, Oscar, you'll probably know this. I don't know this.
Yes.
There is a car that somebody was talking about. It's something like Königsberg or something.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it with the
I don't
K.
know what the pronunciation is.
Yeah.
That's a
Those are
supercar.
like $1 million.
It's $1 million car.
Exotic supercars. I'm sorry.
Exotic
Yes.
Lamborghini
Exotic
supercar.
supercar. Yes, exotic supercar. An AMG is not. AMG GT is not an exotic supercar.
Oh, but that's
though
a
if
car.
that is the GTR,
That's
that
a car.
one you can't get a used one for less than $250.
That is
used.
a
They
car
go up to
right there.
Even
half
if it's
$1 million.
orange like that?
Matt, can you find that Königsberg or whatever the hell it is that supercar?
Sure.
Yeah,
And
you can, but you
that
can
is a
get an
nice
AMG GT for rough. I think just there's GT. This is what I'm learning. There's GT. There's GTC. There's GTR. There's the GTR is the F1 pace car. Then if you go to the Ferrari California, there is one right now in Pasadena, Maryland, of all places, because I see it on my Facebook Marketplace.
I partied at the Desert Lounge there.
You
Pasadena.
did?
I saw and hung out with two legends, one well-known, one not so well-known.
I know one of them.
One of them's name was Tiny Tim.
Really?
Yeah.
I hung out and met Tiny Tim. Now, he would be on the
You
show
couldn't even make this up. This
multiple
is crazy.
times,
Yes.
but he was performing.
Oh,
And
Mr.
here's his
Mike.
bit.
Yeah.
His bit was, it was a nonstop song. So he comes out and it's like, dun, 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 won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Won't you come home? And he's just nonstop. It was weird. It
Him
was
and his ukulele,
weird.
right? Yeah.
And Rob, do you remember the second performer that I saw
do.
at the Desert Lounge?
Tubby Boots.
Tubby Boots. And his claim to fame was that he would lift his shirt up and his boobs were so fat that he would pretend that he had women's breasts.
Great
That
closer.
was Tubby Boots, And,
So
yeah.
there you go. Oh my God, there it is. It's on the screen right now.
There it is.
Kossing, what is it? What's the name, Mac? You might know this.
It's Koenigsegg.
Koenigsegg.
Koenigsegg, it's obviously a German-made supercar.
Handmade supercars.
Look at that. There
It's
you
the
go.
most hateful of all the supercars, Mike.
Saw one down here. Saw one. What would a Lotus be?
A Lotus is. I don't think it's a supercar. That's
Saw
not a
one in
supercar.
front of me at a
Yeah.
drive-through.
The Lotus models are a lot smaller than you would think.
Mm-hmm.
When you see it, you're like, oh, that's a little larger than Miata. The
Bugatti supercar.
Bugatti is a supercar.
What about what I'm seeing more and more around Loudoun County, the Rivian?
No.
I hate you.
Why? I'm just
I hate
curious.
that car.
I'm just curious.
Why
what
would
your
you
take
think
is on
the
it.
Rivian is a supercar?
I don't think it's a supercar.
It's a truck. It's an EV truck.
But it's expensive. It's very expensive.
It's expensive and it is, but it's
Yeah,
nowhere.
but there's
it's not a
difference
supercar.
between there's a difference between an expensive car.
Right.
You can get an F-150 for $125,000
Yeah.
all day today. Like
Yeah.
that's not a supercar, right?
That's- now that is a design-forward pickup truck that is very
Yeah.
popular with the electric set,
yeah.
the electric crowd,
I hate it.
the electric.
Why do you
crowd.
hate it?
I
Why?
hate the front of the car and the
I do
headlights.
too. I don't like
I
the design.
despise it.
I don't like the design. As a
Why
matter of
don't you
fact,
like it? It looks like a robot. That's kind of cool.
I hate the headlights and the little light bar. Like I see cars have light bars now, and it just annoys me.
Yeah, it's like
Your
they're trying to
car
be George
sounds like
Jetson.
a transformer.
Yeah, it's
That's
true.
only when I'm backing up. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
no, it's also a little bit when I'm going forward too.
Yeah.
All right, here's an
But that's on
electric
pur-
car
but that's
question.
by
Electric
design.
car question. price is no object. You get any electric car you want.
Yes.
What's the electric car going to be? I know what I'm going to get.
I hate his politics, but I'd get the new Tesla Roadster yet to be delivered to the world.
I'm going to get the most expensive Lucid Air. That's what I'm going to get.
Oh, you're so much better than that. I got it. My brother and I got into the Lucid Air this past week at Tyson's Corner Mall, and while fun and yet fashion forward, I'll give you that. The interior
Can you get a picture of it? I don't know this car.
still feels like a huge potato wedge.
Really?
Now you could fit mis primos, mi abuelita, mi papa, mi mami, everybody in the anybody can fit in this place. That, by the way, that's a new Roadster from Tesla. Oh, wow. Gorgeous. Only $250,000. You can reserve yours today for $50,000 cash.
Yes.
Boom.
Well, I got to give them credit. Talk about Ferrari lines. That's got that's old school design right there. That is you can't argue with that one. That is real. That's the first time I've seen it. And for those of you that are missing out on our video, please check our video out
if you're,
on all of our platforms, because that is something I want you to see. We're talking about it right now. That's the new
to CarCast.
That is so nice. And by the way, cars are fun. This is the time you. Now, if you put up a picture of the Lucid Air, which is more of a sedan,
it's more of like a what do I put this? Steak fry. You know the potato wedge is the Prius. This is more of a steak fry.
I don't think it is that bad looking a car. I think it's more like a four-door that has a pretty interesting design forward.
What about the
build.
BMW X1 or is it XM?
No,
it's
you
XM.
can't put. Look, when you're putting production
radio?
cars in the category, outside of the high level, there it is. There's the
Look at
Lucid.
that big steak fry.
It does. No, you know what? It doesn't because it's got strong. It's got strong lines on the side.
Steak fry.
It might be the top of a hamburger bun. Yeah.
Yes.
Is it a four-door? I can't tell from that picture.
It's a four-door.
That's nice. I like that.
They also make a hatchback version. Did you see that one, Mike?
I've seen them. Yeah, I've seen them. I have not taken.
My
the
brother
plunge.
and I were like, "Can you fit golf clubs in this?"
That's a huge question for me. That's
yeah, and I said, "Do you play golf?"
Me.
And he said, "No." He goes, "I just figured that's a question people ask."
Right. Can I fit my golf clubs in here? Thank you. Spalding?
When did you start playing golf?
I need to fit Spalding in the back and my golf clubs in the back, too, as well. But a Rivian is not a supercar. Not
Okay,
even,
yeah.
And neither is a Lucid, neither is even that Tesla that he's talking about. That's not a supercar. It's a wonderful car.
Yes.
Pretty car. But look, I'm suspect of anything that
Elon
Elon Musk is involved in right now.
Yeah. Let me ask you.
Suspect of the man.
Yeah. Let me ask you about this price drop. And this is great. I'm so happy we're talking about this.
Cars are fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to go into my personal Facebook page here.
Oh, this is exciting.
Yeah, this is exciting
because we're going to learn more about Oscar
about
really
me
is.
About me.
Because when you go to his Facebook page, you'll learn about his cars and also his charity work.
You'll learn about me. Hey, I saved your daughter's roommate's cat.
I know you did. That's why I'm saying.
God bless.
Yeah. Poor little three-legged cat.
Now, what are you looking for while we're
I'm
waiting
looking for this Ferrari, California, in Pasadena, Maryland.
That's a very basic-looking California, right? That's an old school, old style body design.
It's a convertible California.
And it's a very traditional Ferrari
traditional
look.
body. It's not the new F1 Enzo or anything like. Well,
but the
an Enzo's a little older now.
It begs one question, which is, what are you doing here?
This guy, I've been staring at this car, just staring.
Yes.
He went from, oh my God, this guy's all over the place. He went from 10 days ago. I'm sorry. It's in Herndon, Virginia.
Oh, it's in your backyard.
A world away. Hey,
a
maybe
world
I'll
away.
buy it.
This is good.
I'm gonna send this to the team just via text, so you can take a look at this.
Can't
Feel
you send
free
it
to
to Mac
find
and
it at
everybody
home.
can see it?
Yes,
Yeah.
I will. So for me, I said, "There's no way this is." This guy has dropped the price on this Ferrari California so many times. I feel like there's something wrong with it.
Yeah,
and
it might be a Ferrari Florida.
Well, when you see rebuilt
Ferrari
title,
Florida. The Ferrari Florida doesn't have doors.
No door on the also.
So what did he start it at? What did he start it at?
At one point this thing was like a 120, and now it's supposedly at $99,000, right?
And what year is it?
It's a 2010.
Not a chance. How many miles on it?
It's got 25,000 miles on it.
Just getting broke in, Mike.
No, that's not just getting broke. You can do, the way I look at it, you know what the line of demarcation is for an automobile?
What's that?
In 15,000 miles, you can trash a car.
Yeah,
in
that's
15,000, and I'm not talking about mechanically. I am talking about interior. If you have the wrong ass on the wrong seat in 15,000 miles, you can turn a car into a poopy.
That is very true. Okay, I sent you a second one.
Somewhere.
Looking at it right
A second one's $89,000.
All right, here we go. Taking a peek right now.
Now,
Load.
you say, well, why would
the color? I love the color.
With the carjackings in D.C., by the way, thank you to the city. We are now up to almost 900 carjackings this year in the District of Columbia.
I would say it
plenty
might
of time
be,
to hit 1,000. You can do it.
It might be bad judgment for you to bring that into your neighborhood, this particular vehicle. I'm not sure, but I'm looking at man, it's sweet.
I won't be taking the plunge, but it's fun to see these prices drop because for the past 3 years, all we saw was prices go up.
You know, the interior of that California doesn't look beat up, though. It
Look
looks
at
nice.
that, Mike. It's on the screen. He pulled it up.
Looking at
Here
it
we
right
go.
now. It's got a saddle. It's got a saddle
Brown,
interior,
just like my skin.
with dark, with black highlights on it.
I can say that because I'm Latin.
Santana, California.
Send your letters to me.
I'll take them.
Thank you.
I'll handle your mail.
Wow.
Look at that. That looks so. And it's a convertible. It's a hard top convertible.
That is
Is
nice.
it a retractable convertible?
It is.
I'm not
it
sure.
Comes off.
I'm not sure he should be parked in the grass. Like
I can
that.
go topless. TOPLESS.
Nice.
Anytime on demand.
Well, you just
Mac,
go to
Could you imagine you and I
check
driving
it
down
out.
the street?
Oh,
Just you and I.
I will be fearing for my life.
Hey, what's he doing putting it in a lawn though? What's he doing?
Yeah, I
why
don't
isn't
like
that
it
on
on
pavement?
grass.
Why is that
Yeah.
sitting in a
Well,
lawn?
the contrast of green on gray on green, Mike. That's really the artist's view.
I
of
don't know
it.
if that's the
taking
case.
pictures. If you're parking your Ferrari California on the lawn, this is why you're an effing genius. There's a problem. There's a problem if he's parking it on the lawn.
There is a problem.
You're right.
If you're parking your Ferrari on the lawn, something's very wrong.
And
You
then
don't
you're
park
taking the pictures and putting it online to sell. Say, look, I park
Exactly.
it on the lawn all the time.
You don't park it. There are a couple of things that any person who's a car person knows when you park it on the lawn. Either can't move.
I never would have picked that up.
Yes.
That was such a deep cut. I was like, look at these
By the way, if you
wonderful
look
pictures.
at the dashboard, that's an engine light that I saw on. That was an engine light. I want to see it again. I'm going to look at this video again, but it looks to me like there's something. There's an indicator with the door up. Well, the door's closed right now. I don't know, but it's
Mike,
beautiful on the
actually,
outside.
that's the warning light for grass.
Right.
That's lit
Does
up.
he have it
You
now?
are off pavement.
See, and is it anywhere
Great for
besides
off-roading.
Is it anywhere besides Facebook? Because if it's on some of the reputable
I didn't see it
resale
on.
sites,
I did not see it on
you have to
the
put the
Auto
Carfax
Trader
and the mileage, and
I
you have
couldn't
to put
find the VIN.
one owner, accident,
Yes.
all that.
Yes.
You need all that before I pull the trigger on even looking at something.
Can I?
but
And
boy.
then can I? This is, and you're going to thank me, America.
Yes.
And I will put this guy. I will lay this guy's link inside the bio for the show. We're going to do a lot more of that. So
Say
then you can
something
find
else,
it.
please. I've just observed something.
Please,
else.
please. In the pictures,
Yes.
put
It
the
ap-
Ferrari back up, Mac.
It appears to me, if you look at the multiple pictures of this, Mac, there's a picture of the Ferrari in the foreground and the boat and the dumpster in the background.
There's a dumpster.
Let me look. Hold on. I'm going to put it up there.
Mac, are you there?
It looks to me, no,
We
it's
can't
another
see your
trailer.
pictures yet.
It's like a
I'm getting
landscaping
back up.
trailer.
Okay.
It's a landscaping trailer. It looks to me like this.
Maybe this is the benevolent landscaper.
This Ferrari
Absolutely
looks
it
like
is.
it's being hidden on a large yard. Looks like it's being hidden from the
Yeah,
street.
You're
That's what it
saying
looks like to me.
this is not actually owned by the gentleman who parks the
Look at
car.
the rotors. Look at the rotors covered with corrosion. Yeah.
Oh, if you treat your boat like that, what are you going to zoom in on the boat in the back? This is another deep cut by
Yes,
Michael Mara.
It is.
Send all of your car pictures to him. He clearly knows what he's doing because I thought this is what I at first
Interior
glance, like,
looks tidy. Exterior looks like maybe. Look, there's another
Max,
thing I want
zoom in on this one picture. I got to see the boat. He's absolutely thank you. He's zooming in.
Yes.
Okay. I'm shocked here. I am blown away.
Right.
I initially looked at this picture and I said, well, another boy with his toys.
Yeah.
Must be nice. I'm not a boat guy.
That's his broken boat in the background.
That boat isn't on dry dock. It's just broken, is what you're saying.
It could be. It could be. It's certainly not going anywhere.
Yeah.
It could. Look, he's got it covered. That's fine. It's not what I would describe as a highline boat by any stretch of the imagination. It's a nice boat, little speed boat. I'm looking at this, but when I looked at the rotors, and I think you should point out, some of these vehicles, especially sports cars, I don't know the numbers down here. The numbers are astronomical down here in Southwest Florida. How many cars flooded and went to wholesale auction sites? So you
Also,
never know.
Mike, behind
Caveat
the
emptor,
boat,
buyer beware.
behind
Oh my
the
God,
boat,
we've lost time.
Yes,
oh,
we have.
No, all right, we
Note
have to take a
behind the
break.
boat, Mike, the Civil War outbuilding too that he has on his property.
That's true. Yeah. Rob gets the award. Rob has discovered Abe Lincoln's cabin. Doesn't fit the Ferrari.
It does
Be your
not.
own judge.
No.
I'll make an offer today. We'll be right back, everybody. Thank you. There it is. Sorry for losing track of time. 'Tis the season
Yes.
for hydration. Here it is. I was having a cup of coffee this morning, and now I have my full, blissful green grape.
It's a good one. It's a real good one.
Oh, man. Man, oh, man, oh, man. We gave some to our friends. It's Liquid IV I'm talking about. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Liquid IV is the hydration brand to fuel your well-being. Their hydration multiplier can keep you going through the end of the year and beyond. Listen, I told you about my Vicks family of products before, but this is just as important. Hydration is the whole key to the kingdom, and I love Liquid IV because especially when I'm a little under the weather, as I am this week, I am living. It's so delicious, and it fills you with 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drinks, and it tastes better than the leading sports drinks. 8 vitamins and nutrients for everyday wellness. Remember, Liquid IV hydrates 2 times faster than water alone, all in a single stick. So good and so easy. Plus, now it's available in sugar-free. Choose from 3 delicious flavors: white peach, green grape, which I'm having today, and lemon lime. Trust me, lemon lime all the time, but today, green grape, I'm a big fat A.
What?
I was just trying to make it rhyme like you did,
Okay,
because I'm not drinking the lemon lime today. I'm drinking the green grape. I love them all. You will too. Make it a Liquid IV holiday. Grab your Liquid IV hydration multiplier, sugar-free in bulk, nationwide at Costco, or you can get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use the code TMOS at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code TMOS at liquidiv.com. Hit it! There it is.
Oh, the Kraken has dirty rotors.
The dirty rotors are the Kraken. We'll get back to cars. I love talking about. I could talk about cars every day. I love it. Can't get any of them, but I like talking about them. Cars.
Well,
Cars.
I almost feel like I'm meditating when I'm looking at cars.
Yeah, it's peaceful. You know, it's also check out those videos of the pretty ladies getting their backs cracked. Nicolas Cage turns 60 on January 7th, and unfortunately, that means we're going to be seeing less of him. I think we all can agree. You just don't. You don't look a streaming service up without seeing Nicolas Cage's face plastered all over it. He's everywhere.
Felt he'd be older than that.
Yeah, he's not. He's 60, and
He's been famous forever.
he wants to slow down. He says, quote, "I'd like to read a book a week. I want to spend more time with my daughter. I'm taking stock of what's really important. Maybe not make quite as many movies." Cage has a 1-year-old daughter named August. Of course he does. August, have your brother November come up.
When was she born?
He had August with his wife Rico Shibata.
Yeah.
Rico Shibata and I had a daughter, August.
Nicolas Cage married to a Presley? No?
He
Never?
was married to Lisa Marie for a while, yeah?
I have 2 sons.
Do you, Nick?
18-year-old Cal-El and 32-year-old Weston. That's
But
a
Nicholas,
long time ago.
How's your hand?
My head. I lost my head. I go all the way back to Moonstruck.
For you young bucks out there,
Yes.
there are some quintessential Nicolas Cage movies you probably don't know about. And if you're with your pops or your dad or your mom
Yep.
Yeah.
and you're listening to this, ask them to have sanction you watching Raising Arizona.
Raising
Please.
Arizona.
Oh, God, yeah.
Star maker for Nicolas Cage and the Coen brothers. And Holly Hunter featured in that, too. Some great performances. Followed by Moonstruck, which I believe garnered Cher an Academy Award. I think she won that.
At least
for
a
that.
nom, yeah.
And the love story between Cher and Nicolas Cage in Moonstruck, and great performances by Vincent Gardenia and Olympia Dukakis. Just a brilliant.
It's
and
Johnny
the guy they've
Camerari.
all passed. Is Olympia Dukakis still with us? I know that Vincent Gardenia is
I
gone.
think she is.
Well, after that one election, I think that she went to a clinic.
Different one.
No,
that was Mrs.
different
Dukakis.
Let's
Kitty.
move on.
That was Kitty who had the drink.
Who's Olivia Dukakis?
Olympia
She has passed.
Dukakis she's passed.
She
And
is.
so has Vincent Gardenia, and so has
Let me look that up.
Danny Aiello.
Yeah.
They're all gone. And man, oh man, what performances in that. Absolutely
Has
spectacular.
anyone seen the movie that they were hyping about 2 weeks ago where Nicolas Cage was a teacher that appeared in everybody's dreams?
No.
Did you see the
He
ads
makes
for
so
that?
many, Rob. It's hard to keep track
Oh
of.
my
them.
God, Olivia Dukakis is famous.
Olympia Dukakis.
Oh, well, never mind.
Yes.
Different lady.
Is there an Olivia Dukakis?
Olympia Dukakis is famous.
That's
She-
good.
well,
We'll fix that.
She's from Lowell, Mass.
She was in Steel Magnolias too. Right?
Yep.
Yes, I
There
remember.
you
her.
go. Okay,
Yeah.
moving right along.
Thank you.
Jennifer
lady.
Lawrence has been accused of getting a bunch of stuff done to her face this year. Like getting her
Face.
eyes done and her nose done. People have also suggested she started using fillers. Well, Jennifer would like you to know that she hasn't. There are just a few things that are new that are going on. One is her new makeup guy. She says, quote, I call him a plastic surgeon because everybody in the last few months since I've been working with him is convinced that I had eye surgery. As for the rest of her face, well, she's getting older. Here's her quote. I started at 19. That's like when she played Katniss, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I get the before and after pictures for when I'm 19 to when I'm 30, and I'm like, I grew up. I lost baby weight in my face, and my face changed because I'm aging. She adds, quote, everybody thought I had a nose job, and I'm like, I've had the exact same nose. My cheeks got smaller. Thank you for bringing it up. I don't think she's had anything
No,
done. At
she
least
looked-
based on the last movie where she was naked.
She looked great in No Hard Feelings.
She did. She did.
Yeah.
I think she's a wonderful actress.
Did you guys
and a
take my pro tip? Pretend like you weren't into the movie, and then you watched the whole thing with your eyes 3 inches from the screen.
Might have watched it after bedtime.
Nah, I was watching backcracking videos. Second reference to that in today's show. Today is called Giving Tuesday. It seems like we create a new day. We have Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Giving Tuesday. It has become a thing over the past decade. There is a list of the most bizarre items people donated to Goodwill. I pared this list down a little bit. There is a painting of Rosie the robot made from the Jetsons, showing Rosie posing provocatively. I did not send Mac the photograph of that.
I
I'm
don't
not
know
sure.
how I'm picturing Rosie's build. I'm not sure that that's possible. Is
I'm
it?
really not sure. Well, I think it would
She's
be.
got a Sprinter van.
I think and I think she's bending forward. That's what I would assume.
Okay.
Underwear for squirrels is another one. A fertility idol. These are all donations made to Goodwill. Someone donated a coffin to Goodwill, which, price of coffins. They're
Is it
expensive
used?
nowadays, right? Well, I would assume probably, maybe. I don't know. If they're used, they go in the dirt.
Yeah, we have to reclaim it.
I don't know.
Maybe
I don't
just
know
for
about
display.
that. I don't know nothing about that. A dog sculpture made out of random metals, including golf clubs and a bathroom faucet. Isn't that special? A glow-in-the-dark Ouija board. I'd get that.
Yeah,
I'd buy
that's
that.
nice. Yeah.
An entire cardboard box of original newspapers from historical events like the Kennedy assassination, Nixon's resignation, and the Man on the Moon. If they're real newspapers, that would be, I think, something special.
Yeah, I have
wouldn't
a couple. I have papers from, I guess, 9/11 I saved. And going back to, you know what I have?
I have the
issues
Don
of-
and Mike feature interview in USA Today.
I have the last issue of the Washington Star.
Oh, it's exciting.
When they shuttered that
Yeah,
paper.
a niche audience for that guy.
How about a Louis Vuitton purse with
I don't
something
have that.
extra special? Something
have that.
super special.
Don't want that.
It's got human teeth inside of it.
Oh.
Here you are, Clarice. Here's your Louis Vuitton.
But the human teeth are in the inside pouch.
Yeah, little bitty pouch that has
Are
human
they
teeth
Louis'
in.
teeth?
Louis Vuitton. A rock, just a normal rock. The Goodwill put an $11 tag on it, and it sold. A rock. Someone gave a rock.
You could smell what it was cooking.
And we'll go to this one last. A basket of taxidermy kittens.
Oh, that's not.
That's weird, isn't it?
Yuck.
Yeah.
Boy, I might get them just to weird people out, like my daughter Elizabeth, who spent most of the weekend going, "Dad, stop." You know
what I would do with the taxidermied kittens? I would put one on my neighbor's porch every day.
What was she saying to stop to?
I would be inappropriate. Elizabeth has got. First of all, we had a major argument about Hamas because I have raised a turbo liberal. And that's fine with me. I'm very glad that she is on certain sides of an issue, but we had a big debate. It was like all night, and everybody was interested. So it was going. It wasn't harsh. It was just going back and forth and back and forth.
A spirited debate.
And then when she talks about her cats, I can be a little inappropriate because I don't like cats.
True.
I said,
how
you
many
really
does
want
she have?
Well, she's got one particular cat. I forgot the name of the cat. We have to get back. I want to get back to see Bubba. I said, drive faster. You don't want to leave that cat alone. Dad.
Bubba.
A guillotine. An employee says it went for $30.
I would so buy a guillotine. That would be
fun.
Awesome.
You have to put that in back. And finally, a glass jar labeled "Fart, June 1975." There we go. Isn't that sweet? Isn't that special? Isn't that special?
Don't open that jar.
Go down to your local Goodwill. I'm looking for the fart. Nicolas Cage. I'm looking for the fart in a jar. Stephen Colbert announced Monday in a social media post that he has canceled this week's episodes of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert after his appendix burst. That's nothing to play around with.
No.
Still, he mustered enough good humor to crack a joke for his fans about the reason for the last-minute cancellation. His quote, "I'm sure you're thinking, turkey overdose, Steve? Gravy boat capsize?" Sorry, I don't think Stephen Colbert is funny. Never have.
Although, Mike, take the moment and watch his interview with Letterman from last week.
Good.
It's great to see Letterman back on, and Letterman is still great.
Yeah. All right. He
you
says,
can fast forward through the monologue.
I'm recovering from surgery for a ruptured appendix. He wrote on Monday, a burst or ruptured appendix is potentially life-threatening. It is an infection that spreads throughout the abdomen. According to the Mayo Clinic, it requires immediate surgery to remove the organ, which I guess is not the stomach, it's the appendix.
Yes, exactly.
I found that on my other weird videos that I see, which is dissection of human cadavers, where they show the there was a really good one of the liver. You know, the liver lies in front of the stomach. You aware of that?
My liver lies all the time.
But did you know that it lies anatomically on top of your stomach? Your stomach is up behind your liver. I didn't realize that. I didn't know
the
that.
liver is like what's that? It's your body's not gecko, but
your
what's that?
body's filter. Your body's
yes.
Your air filter. Your oil filter. It's your body's oil filter, and it showed a healthy one and then one that had some disease in it.
Yeah, could you see my face in that one?
It was the face of Rob. All the Catholic pilgrims.
But like a lizard, it can grow back.
Well, finally, I'm doing okay. Thank you.
The Food and Drug Administration, first ever approval of an at-home test for chlamydia and gonorrhea could help drive earlier detection and treatment of these sexually transmitted infections amid a ballooning epidemic. There's nothing worse than a ballooning epidemic of these sexually transmitted infections. In the U.S. That's where it's happening.
I'm over here now.
Yes. Thank you, Dice. Sexual health advocates worry that the FDA's proposal to begin stepping up regulation of over-the-counter self-testing of STIs could backfire.
Oh, no.
If the results are positive, the company would then put the individual in contact with a physician. Sounds like nothing bad about that. Many public health leaders are concerned that new FDA regulations will create additional barriers to public health testing. So what are they worried about? Are they worried about what? False positives? You know?
I didn't know chlamydia or the that's all treatable, right?
All I know that is in the 80s.
I think
I thought that's all.
Yeah.
I mean,
in the 1980s, if you worked at B106, you automatically got a false positive. false positives were given
That's
to
so
everybody,
funny.
and we had one particular disc jockey, J.R. Russ, that was proud that he had gonorrhea, which I will never quite understand.
B106.
I did it with someone. I got gonorrhea. Hey, congratulations. You win the prize. I remember the late 80s and early 90s, I lived in constant fear of STIs. Thank you. We'll be right back. Let's salsa. Everybody. Yeah. Hey, let's talk about Chime. Improving your credit score might not be at the top of your naughty or nice list, but low or no credit can make holiday shopping horrendous.
The worst.
So when you're buying this season, use the secured Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card to build your credit scores with on-time payments for everyday purchases. Plus, there's no annual fee, interest, or credit check to get started. Use it like a Visa card at all Visa-accepted spots to bolster your credit with your own funds. Level up your credit game with Chime. Seize your financial future. Do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. And God bless us, everyone.
Yes.
Start building up your credit right now. Open a Chime checking account with at least a $200 qualifying direct deposit to get started. Get started at chime.com/TMOS. That's chime.com/TMOS. The Chime Credit Builder Visa card. Start again. Hold on. Need a little liquid IV.
Yeah. Oscar, the disclaimer is coming up right now.
The Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card is issued by Stride Bank N.A. member FDIC. Out-of-network ATM withdrawal fees may apply. Call 1-844-244-6363 for details. Late payment may negatively impact your credit score. Results may vary. Early access to direct deposit funds depends on payer. Spot me, Elizabeth. Oh, you put a new one in. It's a new one, Rob.
They did. Yeah.
It's a new one.
Your friend.
A gonk.
Late payment may negatively impact your credit score. Results may vary. Early access to direct deposit funds depends on payer. Spot me eligibility. Spot me eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. There it is.
Nice.
Finished it. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, and it is time to talk to our main man, the guy that puts all our videos and our pictures up and helps us out a great deal, Mr. Mike McIntosh, because Rob has an amazing Michael McIntosh challenge that he wants to share.
I hold in my hands the Michael McIntosh challenge. But, Mike, this requires a question for you first. What do you associate Mac with when we bring up the name Mac? I mean, what are the things that you automatically think of?
Illness.
Right. And Oscar, the color
Orange?
Always think of that. Yeah.
Illness and orange.
Illness and orange. However, if you work alongside Mac, there's something that he is a big proponent of that you may not know, and that is the Rubik's Cube.
Okay.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah. This is a fascinating angle that I thought would yield 0.0 in life, but it's very impressive.
Yeah. So how many Rubik's Cubes do you have there in your office, Mac?
4.
Okay. And you have, I know that there is a story going back to when you had one of the exclusive 4x4 Rubik's Cubes that you let
Yes.
Jimmy Cerrito play with on the takeoff of an airplane that
Yes.
shattered and sent a billion blocks flying
Only
backwards.
Jimmy could break a Rubik's Cube.
I know, during takeoff.
Because he was doing it right manically and roughly
course,
and all
Yeah,
that.
he was basically turning it halfway and then trying to turn it, and it just shattered.
Okay, so
So he's trying to force it.
Forcing it, yes.
So he is
He broke my Rubik's Cube.
Mac is a Rubik's Cube aficionado. And another thing we don't know about Mac that we don't talk about as enough, I should say, he has gone skydiving.
Okay.
It's also true. Yes.
And twice, right?
Twice.
Okay.
On my 18th and 21st birthday.
See, there's a level of courage that he possesses.
Oh,
Yeah.
that-
no. He hasn't even got his dick wet, and he jumped out of a plane twice. It makes no
Oscar.
sense.
But
Say that.
anybody jumping out
Can't
of
say
an
that.
airplane has to have a degree of physical courage. Would you
Or
agree to that?
the Mr. Bean factor.
What's a Mr. Bean factor?
Just walking around like, oh, fine, I'll do that. And then things happen to you.
Like, hold on. What your point is, if I've deciphered it correctly, is you are saying that Mac jumped out of an airplane because he had nothing better to do with his time.
Yes.
Wow. What do you say to that, Mac?
False accusation.
There you go. See?
Very good.
Yes.
Way to stand up
Absolutely.
for
Yourself.
yourself.
I love it. Yeah.
All right. Well, in Australia this year, 17-year-old Sam Saraki claimed the Guinness World Record for the fastest time to solve a Rubik's Cube while in free fall. Mac, he did it in 28.25 seconds. He solved the Rubik's Cube.
That long?
Yeah. Oh, it sounds like a challenge has been made.
All right, let me ask you this, Mac. Do you think the degree of difficulty... and by the way, have you soloed or have you been strapped to somebody both times?
Strapped.
Strapped.
Yes. Nice.
Was this guy that did the Rubik's Cube...
Sheer parachutes.
Was he strapped to somebody, Rob, or did he solo fly?
It says to me free fall, so I don't
Free
think
fall
he was
means he
strapped
probably
to anybody.
did it by himself.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So,
How did you pull the ripcord if he's solving the cube?
well, that's why you got to finish up the cube fast.
Because I would imagine you only pull that cord after you're done with the Rubik's Cube, because once you pull the cord, it's all over.
Well, you're not in free fall anymore.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
Mac, do you have any plans to skydive again?
Yes.
Would you
No, I
want
mean,
to Would you want to skydive by yourself? I mean, with obviously with somebody skydiving with you.
No.
You want to be strapped to somebody?
100%, yes.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy the strapping to somebody?
Do you have anyone
Well,
in
it's
mind?
more that I don't trust myself.
It's a form of spooning.
It's. I mean, I've done it twice. I don't think that's enough to
Striking,
know
really.
how to do it correctly,
Mm-hmm.
or if anything went wrong.
Do you
So how do you
remember
do it
both of
wrong?
them? Do you remember both
You
of
all
them?
If
right,
something
Mr.
goes
McIntosh?
wrong.
Tighter on the straps, please. What? Go ahead.
I was more saying I don't want to do it in case something goes wrong because I
see.
don't know what
Do you
to do.
remember
Got it.
both people you were strapped to on your 18th and 21st birthday?
I remember the 21st one. I don't remember the 18th.
Who was the 21st?
I mean, I don't. He was an older gentleman. He had some graying hair.
How old would you guess?
I
him
actually
to
have a
be?
picture here.
Do you go on his back
get it.
or does he go on your back?
I'm in front of him.
Yeah, well, he's.
So you're like a
do you
power bottom?
Oh, stop.
Well, I mean, I kind of
You know
have
what?
to be
I'm
in front of
trying
him
to
because
be
he's wearing the
subtle,
parachute.
And you
Yeah.
have to hit people over the head with
Rob.
a hammer with my own joke.
Yeah. Cancel Rob.
Yeah,
Jeez,
cancel
not us.
me.
While we talk about this, I can find a picture.
Okay.
Yeah, well, we cancel Rob. Let's find a picture.
All right. So,
I would jump with another person, not alone.
have you ever considered it?
Of course.
You have.
Be fun.
I-
I was tapped twice at WJFK with ill-fated. We couldn't sell it. Sorry.
You know what I might do when I get older, and it
What?
doesn't matter to me that much? When I'm like 70, on my 70th birthday, I might try it. I might
If
try
you
it
do
on
that-
my 70th.
Oh, just like GW.
Like
Yeah.
GW. Yeah.
Yeah.
There he is. There he
Hey,
is.
look at that. Look
There
at
he
that.
is.
Mac, that man, you look like a different person there.
I mean, that was over 10 years ago.
Man, the
That
sands
is
of time.
very, very cool. So,
Yeah.
But you look like a different person, like you enjoy life. When I see you in the office, it looks like you're not enjoying life.
I mean, yes, this was a lot of fun. I love everything about flying.
okay.
I've got like flying simulator. Eventually, I do want to learn how to fly, but I just love flying, and this was a cool thing that I
What are you
can
doing,
do
wait
that
until you're
can almost
50?
simulate it.
So, do you want to take flight lessons?
Yes, I know they are expensive, and it's not really something I can do right now.
You
But
could technically slide it into your education trust fund.
That's true.
that is true. Yeah, I never
Would you
thought about
ever?
that.
Would you ever think about pursuing it to a degree where you would? First of all, would you be able to, with your condition, would you be able to be a commercial pilot?
Great question.
Yes.
Okay, so you've looked into it. So
I
you've
believe
seriously
so.
thought about
Well,
it.
I believe so. I mean, there's
Well,
really
you
not
just
a
really
limitation.
can't call into United and say, "Hey, I'm not feeling real great today. I'll be there at noon."
Yeah, but although I think that
Never takes his eyes off the prize.
I think Frontier would be glad to have him.
well.
You could go to Frontier.
today because I'm feeling ill.
Yeah.
Let him know I'll be there by noon.
Yeah. Can you manufacture one of those flight delays for me, please?
It's a 6 a.m. flight, Mr. McIntosh. You just can't make it on time. So I love. Look, I think you've got the brain power to
He
be
does.
a pilot.
Yes.
I told Mac, and I can't believe I'm saying this, and I will regret this for the rest of my life. Mark my words, America. I said, Mac, I think your entire life people have underestimated you. That's the person I see in front of me, and you can prove them all wrong. And I agree, with you, Mike. Like there are so many people that have underestimated what Mac can actually accomplish, and he's got full reign, and what he's been able to do here in the short time has been pretty impressive.
Well, here's the deal. Rob said it was a challenge. I'm ad-libbing here, but Rob, I think you had this in mind. How about tomorrow on the show?
Right.
We set aside a moment and have him come in.
You sit on my lap and you do the Rubik's
They'll
Cube.
make you feel more comfortable if you sit on Oscar's lap.
Yeah.
And you do what? All right. Are you prepared to offer?
I'll dress up as Santa.
A time.
We can strap him to Oscar.
Time frame on how long it would take you to solve your Rubik's Cube.
I could do it during the next commercial.
I've seen it. I've actually seen it done.
I could do it within the commercial.
I've seen it.
Okay,
So
well,
you
the
can do it
record
within
is 28 seconds, though.
28
Can you do it
seconds.
in
Tomorrow?
He can do it in
do-
less than a minute. He can do it in less than a minute.
Yeah, the reason why I said that was a long time is the record's like 4 seconds.
And what is your record?
Like
Personal best.
40 seconds.
Are you willing to make an attempt to beat your record tomorrow?
I can try to. I'm not warmed up for a record beating, but I would also have to get a little lucky. But
Would
I
you
can
like
try.
to? Will you go home and maybe practice this evening a little bit
Sure.
and be prepared to come in? You don't have to break your own record, but you can come in.
I would
and just
try
give
to.
us.
It again. There is a little bit. There is actually a lot of luck in terms of breaking records.
Okay.
On the,
get it.
the
Stop qualifying.
orientation you
Yeah.
get.
Luck be
Will you
your
come in
lady
and just
tonight.
do it
Come on
tomorrow?
out. Yeah.
Sure.
All right,
I can-
tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely.
The challenge.
Can you wear your Dumb and Dumber tuxedo?
I don't think I still have that, unfortunately.
Sorry.
top hat in a pastel color.
He
We
has
gotta
Yeah,
take
and a
a break.
cane.
I brought
all right,
that
I
for
want to get this
Reno.
in before the show is over. So modding. I want to talk about modding. This is turning car. You're talking about with cars, Oscar, right?
Mike, we
Yes.
probably should break before we talk modding.
I know. I'm
This
setting
is
up
too
the
much
next
show.
break.
He's setting up. He's
Okay,
He's
okay.
front
Setting it
selling. He's
Okay.
front
You
selling.
come to
All right.
rehearsal. That's why. Should I have done that? That's it.
Well,
All
that
right.
always helps, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Just pay attention. It's not difficult. We'll have modding because Oscar wants to talk about with cars. They also
Yes.
do it with watches, and Rob does it with his studio lighting, as he did today. You modified your
Yeah.
studio lighting.
Yeah, Mike, we should break.
Take a break. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Michael O'Mara Show. Whoa, 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 whoa. How would you like to handle all your holiday shopping in just one place? You can. Just hit up the Mike O'Mara Show online store. From legacy T-shirts and cozy hoodies to morning transforming coffee mugs, it's your one-stop shop to share your TMOS passion. You can easily give the best merch and make some new fans for your favorite podcast. Even if you're just giving a gift to yourself, we've got your back. We hand select everything for top-tier quality and killer looks. Grab your TMOS gear and support the show you love. Every purchase keeps the laughs coming. Check out our new Don't Get Happy Society limited edition sticker before it's gone. We keep it fresh with new items added regularly. Stay ahead of the curve and be the envy of your TMOS crew. TMOSstore.com, the source for all things TMOS. Official, authentic, awesome. Thank you for your support. It's all happening at TMOSstore.com. All right, modding. Getting back here, Oscar mentioned that, and I said, well, I know they do it with watches, where they'll take a Seiko watch and they'll mess with the dial, they'll mess with the bezel, they'll mess with everything. But you're saying they do it with automobiles. Now, modding in the area of watches is turning something into making it look totally like the more expensive product. Is it the same thing with automobiles?
At its root, yes. You're customizing with automobiles. I guess I'll put it to you this way. First, I'm fascinated that you can mod a watch into looking like a more expensive watch.
I'm
I
not
didn't
an
know
expert,
that was.
but I have to do a deeper dive on it. But I believe you can take all these things in a watch. You can take the bezel off. You can take the dial off. You can
But
take
that
the hands
doesn't
off.
increase the value of the watch.
It does not. No, that's not correct.
Yeah.
There are websites where they sell modified watches, not necessarily look like
Interesting.
Rolexes or stuff
But
like
customized.
that, but customized.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's the
so
modding.
let's say your base model Rolex could then have a mod on top of it to give it features of a higher model Rolex.
I don't. Yes, I suppose. Look, they're components. All of the components, they can do that. It's like an automobile. You can
They're interchangeable.
You can put a grill
Okay.
on a car. But the thing with
Okay,
a car,
great.
you have to have a basic shape that's the sheet metal, and that's you can replace that too if you really go to town. What kind of modding are you?
The
go ahead.
value of a
I-
watch, Mike, is really what someone will pay for it. And I would think that a modified, if someone took like a Seiko Movement and made it look like a Rolex, especially someone who
I'll do a
isn't really
deep dive
into
on it.
watch.
I'll do
Yeah.
a deeper dive on it.
I think they'd love it. Yeah.
My modifications have to do strictly with the interior of the vehicle.
Okay.
And I don't know. This is super dorky, but in our Volvo, ever since I got, Shannon mistakenly ordered the Polestar chip.
Yeah, you got the fast chip that the car is like
the
a
fast
rocket chip now.
Which is great. It's fun for an SUV. It's no supercar, but it's fun. And because that now, if it feels like more of a sports car, I'm like, well, this teak wood in the middle of this, this mom mobile is, maybe I can put some carbon fiber in.
No.
So I look into that.
No. You don't want to do that.
Yes,
No,
because I have already done it.
No, you take it.
Yes.
I've been in your car. I've been in that beautiful interior.
That wood is beautiful. That beautiful wood. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
This is your most recent disassembly of the fireplace.
My brother and I I ordered the kit, and I said, hey, man, look what I got over Thanksgiving. I said, I'm going to pull the Volvo into Mom and Dad's garage, and we're going to pop all these panels off this dashboard. It's going to look like we're doing something crazy to Mom and Dad, but we're going to make this entire trim into carbon fiber because I've ordered the kit off of modworldvolvo.com. And he said, why would you do this to your car? Much like you said.
I'm glad.
Yes.
I'm glad he said that. That is true.
I said, well, we can always put it back if it looks like garbage, but I just want to learn how to mod a vehicle.
You're aware.
How to mod the interior.
You want to know why I'm aware of the interior of your car is because it was that nice when I got in there.
It really
is beautiful.
When I looked at that, of all the things you would change on that automobile, and by the way, it ultimately, when you're trying
it's
to
still
make
a Volvo.
It's still a Volvo.
Yeah, no one's going to get in and be like, I see you're really sporty in here.
There's nothing you can do with it. Now, I like modifications when, for example, someone will take the badges off a Toyota or something.
They debadge their car.
They debadge their car. I think that's super cool when they do that.
My father-in-law, rest his soul, put all Cadillac signage on his Chevy pickup. Like he changed and it looked really cool. And people kept saying it. Where do you get a Cadillac pickup?
Now, it's fine if you're going to do that. If you can either find a market for it, which I don't know you can, probably not, or you can go reverse it when the time comes if you want to trade that in.
This is the hard lesson for old TMOS got here.
Yeah.
No, here we go.
There's a difference between real carbon fiber or matte carbon fiber. That's real. And for those that are like, what are you talking about?
Like the plastic stuff that looks like carbon fiber.
Yeah. There's designer imposter carbon fiber, and then there's real carbon fiber.
Fail.
Once we put it all in, it looks so plastic.
Yep.
And not real carbon fiber.
You
My brother.
You already did this to the Volvo.
Oh, this weekend, yes. It took a total of 6 hours. During Thanksgiving, my mom and dad's like, are you guys coming in to hang out with the family? I said, no, we're modding the car, Ma.
So it looked like the finished product?
It looks like such garbage.
When you got halfway through, did you think this might look like garbage, but you want to see the
Well, my brother,
the
anesthesiologist, said, I don't think this is working out the way you thought it was going to work out. I said, yeah, but we're learning. We're having fun. And my nephew's in the back passing us the torque screws and everything.
Sure.
So he's excited. Core memory for him when we destroyed TO's car.
You didn't break anything, did you?
No.
All right.
It's so easy. This is why you see in movies when people like pop off the ignition or
So the
or
wood
pop
wasn't
off the,
damaged when you popped
It's
it off?
so easy because you have a set of tools that I bought from a specialty shop.
Tools.
To pop off with sheer pressure the dashboard, the console. Like I am confident I could do this to any car. Now I'm confident that I know where not to buy my designer imposter carbon fiber, because if it's less than $200 or frankly less than $5,000 for a full trim set, you're just going to be sent what would be best described to as has anyone ever seen a Power Wheels plastic layout where you're like, this isn't going to last more than one summer in the sun?
Did you do it to the steering wheel too?
Just the center console and the trim on the sides, on the front of the car. And as soon as we closed it all up and the interior lighting came back up, it looks so cheap.
So
my brother said we have to
do it over again.
We got to put it back. We just popped everything back. Done.
Did you ever consider carpet?
Carpet on the dashboard. Yes,
exactly.
sir.
Yeah, I think it'd
right
be
after
nice.
the curb feelers. That's it.
Mike, For the right car, though,
Yeah.
with the right materials, very viable.
Viable, it has to be the absolute right car.
Yeah.
That's
With the right materials.
Absolutely. And usually a car that's not a Volvo. That's my opinion. That's the way
That is very.
That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. No, I'm not. I'm not wrong at all. We have to take a break. When we come back, we've got the flip side with Mr. Rob Spiewak.
Good one today,
And
yes.
lots more fun and lots more thrills on the Mike O'Mara Show. Whoa, whoa. I am picturing a beautiful teak interior being peed on right now. We'll be right back, everybody. Hey, I want to talk to you about something that's really, really, really exciting, and it involves my lovely wife. Do you want to lose 21% of your weight? I have lost over 65 pounds, and I'm excited to share with you that DermglowSkin.com is now your one-stop shop for finally getting control of your weight problem. She has heard from a lot of people that actually have had problems getting the type of medication you read about all the time, that you hear about all the time, and they've come to Carla and they've gotten involved with her website. All you do is go to dermglowskin.com, click on the weight loss box, and you're set. And you can get the medication that I'm on that I have had enormous success with. All you have to do, click the weight loss button at dermglowskin.com, take the quiz, and you see if you qualify. A doctor will write you a prescription, the pharmacy will fill it, and your weight loss medication will be shipped directly to your house. These are the real weight loss products, semaglutide and tirzepatide, that you've heard so much about. And if you qualify, you can get them right now at dermglowskin.com. And I'm really happy to say that you've responded to this in a beautiful way, and Carla is delighted to be helping people on their weight loss journey. If you're already on it, do what I did. I was already on it. I showed the doctor the prescription, and I easily made the switch. I already did it, and I'm still losing weight. And this is the first Thanksgiving I think I can ever remember where I came back from the Thanksgiving holiday and I was actually flat. I did not gain weight. That is something else. If you have struggled with weight for too long, click the weight loss button and begin the best journey of your life. Be like our proud partner, Twiggy. This noted British model, actress, singer was born Leslie Lawson. Here's a fun fact. Her original nickname was Chubby Ubsy. Oh, stop it, Rob. Until she lost those pounds and became the first skinny supermodel. It's all thanks to Dermglow. No, it's not. Don't be so
facts.
biggie. Look like Twiggy, Dermglow. Please go to our website, dermglowskin.com, and click on the weight loss box. It's that easy. And now hit the thingy thing.
Let's flip it.
Yeah.
Girl, Julia.
The flip side.
Supercars don't turn over much, do they? Just wondering.
No.
Okay.
No,
Because
supercars do turn
They're low to
over.
the ground.
Yeah.
You can
Well,
buy,
unless if you're
a
an
supercar,
a-hole.
or you can buy like a Bentley that's had 9 owners.
Yeah. Very
No,
good.
turnover as in flip?
Yeah.
Roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're low to the ground. They traditionally don't.
Yeah, they said that
Really
about a
destroy
Subaru,
them.
too. I don't know. You got to have skills. Mad skills.
Mad skills to drive.
Mike,
Yes.
we haven't blown up a good parody record in a while, have we?
Okay. No.
So this
let me
is
get my, hold on. Let me open the door to get my ordinance.
Thank you.
Hold on. I've got it. I've got it all
Good.
right here. All right.
You know, it is the holiday season and time to start your online shopping.
Here comes Amazon, here comes Amazon.
Yeah, I'll give it a second try. All right.
Okay, so we should play one more time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go
All
ahead.
right, let's do this. The song is called Here Comes Amazon.
Here comes Amazon, here comes Amazon, right to my front door. Bags and boxes soon as he knocks it.
Just wanted to do it twice.
I do love it. I do love it.
Then it wasn't terrible.
Well, yes, it was. I think we've all had glitches in our iPhones that have made us say, I wonder why this is happening.
Yeah, my glitch is being on the parents thread for flag football. That's my glitch.
Oh, I'm glad.
Jesus
Glad you shared that with me
Christ.
today, Mike. It was good.
I swear to God, stop it, please.
This lady.
How the Americans feeling?
This lady has been.
Don't
to
care
the-
to tell you. Go ahead, Rob. I'm sorry.
This lady has been to the Genius Bar. She has gone online. She has actually upgraded her phone 3 times, and no matter what, she gets an alarm every day at 9:25 a.m. She is scared that will she die at 9:25 a.m.?
Basically, I have an alarm that goes off every morning at 9:25 a.m. and I do not have an alarm set at 9:25, nor have I ever had an alarm set at 9:25 a.m. These are all my alarms, and as you can see, I do not have one set for 9:25 in the morning, so I don't know where this is coming from.
So it's really, you can lose that audio. She is flipped out.
She did a strip tease after that.
Yes,
Yeah,
she
I
did.
was like, what kind of feed is this?
That's on Rob's feed right
That's
there.
a part
The one
for
do
the
one of his other
producer.
videos.
My alarm went off. So I don't know what's going on with that, but they really can't solve it. And the weird thing is, when she updates her iPhone, it happens again. So
May I
don't know.
offer just a little unrelated advice about phones? Mm-hmm. Folks, if you happen to be a senior citizen who is researching his future medical bills and he inquires about Medicare, folks, don't give them your phone number.
Oh, no. You keep making that same
I
mistake.
make the same mistake.
Mortgages.
I'm a rube. I'm a pure rube. I know.
Like it's just.
But there's never been anything that's approached this. Every day. I block the phone numbers. They keep coming. I'm not changing my phone number.
You got to give them the request line, Mike.
This, by the way, breaking news. I'm sorry. During the show, I just wanted to let you know the level of respect that my family has for me.
Yeah.
My mom knows I'm clearly doing the show. There's nothing else I'm doing in the mornings, or I'm at work.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I am.
Right.
That's where I'm at.
Okay.
She would never write this to my brother or sister.
Yeah.
Because that she just wouldn't. She goes, Oscar, ¿cómo se puede visitar la Casa Blanca? Con ticket. Si me puedes conseguir 2 para nosotros.
She wants somebody to visit the White House?
A tour
She wants
for the
2
White
tickets
House?
to the White House.
Sure. Piece of cake.
She wants 4 tickets.
Why did you get
2.
the ones
You live
out
in
of
Washington. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Take care of it.
Oscar, get the ones out of your desk drawer and give them to her. The ones you keep on hand.
Hey, and folks, do you know what the true thing is, though? As he puts his hands up in the air like it's an impossible
Now I got to
task.
call Stuart Stevens.
He's going to do it.
And get her a couple tickets.
You're going to do it. No matter. He will walk through fire to get that done.
You're
Give
right.
us an update. I look forward to hearing it. That'd be great.
Mike, now that the
Not even like good morning. I hope
No,
you're doing
this
well.
is what I need. She doesn't small talk it. No pleasantries.
I love it. Oh, my God, we're running out of time.
I know. We got to finish up. This is our final tape today.
All right.
This is the time of year when programming goes out of its mind making bad things on television.
Okay.
And most of them seem to be Hallmark movies. Well, this is a great parody of a Hallmark movie from a comedian. It's called Christmas at Mom's, and it's a comedian named Nikki Dubois.
Okay.
Another Christmas alone, I guess. Whoa, I'm so sorry.
a little loud.
I'm so clumsy.
You smell like my mom. I like it.
Me? I've never even had a boyfriend, and I'm 30.
Wow, you're old, like my mom.
I've just never met someone that makes me feel so warm. And I was in jail for a small amount of time.
Like my mom.
I would really love to meet her.
You would love her.
Go to your family Christmas? Yes.
My mom is the best at Christmas.
I'm gonna call my family and tell them to get fucked. Because I'm doing Christmas with you this year.
And my awesome mom.
I love you because that's how love works. Really?
Did I miss the gist here?
I'm not sure I did.
What was the bit?
It's a parody of people that have uncommon pasts coming together for Christmas, which is that's the key element
Of
to
a Hallmark
all
movie.
Hallmark movies. Maybe I've watched more than you have.
Yeah,
Rob,
maybe. I was,
put your hand out, please. Rob, put your hand out.
Now this has been a long time.
All right.
Ow, ow!
There you go. Sorry. You just put a wrap on it. Put a wrap on it. We'll come back tomorrow. And we'll do another episode of the
Leading
Michael
over here.
Mara
Well,
Show.
tomorrow tapes from Good Burger too. Then.
Hey, weight loss people, please help my wife out. She's really trying to get her, thing done for the month. And
I
please,
just joined her group.
That's very, very exciting. And I'm proud of her. And Carla, I love you. And we will be back with a brand new episode. I will come armed with all the modding knowledge that I possibly
I'd
can.
love to learn about it. That's fascinating.
I'll let you know.
Rubik's Cube tomorrow as well.
Mike McIntosh doing the Rubik's Cube tomorrow, front of the show. Be ready, be prepared. Can you handle it, Mac?
Absolutely.
There you go. It's unflappable. That's what I like about him. We'll be right back tomorrow. Yeah. For Rob Spiewak and Oscar Santana, along with Mike McIntosh, Michael Mara saying, so long, everybody.
My hand.
Ciao, ciao.
Want more? Make sure you check out the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. Get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
And a sexy body and just a knockout 10 figure.
Sabrina, don't just stare at it. Eat it.
Do you want to look the best you can for your age, or are you trying to be something you're not?
Where are you going? Going upstairs. Because I'm going to put my nutsack on your drum set. Okay? Do that. I am warning you right now. If you touch my drums, I will stab you in the neck with a knife.